I'm
Or
talking about.
What?
okay, Ender Shark. Are you ready? Or
I
are you
think I'm
recording?
live. Okay, at some point, Me6 will ping us all saying I'm live.
That's
Well-
just like 30 minutes.
I know. It's so unreliable.
Okay.
We're live.
Okay, we're live. Okay, so Ender Shark, you want to say an intro or not?
Nope.
Alrighty
Welcome
then,
to the
let's
live
go
stream. Toasty talking about it. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
let's.
do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guys,
we're getting
just
this is a
welcome to this. We're
collaboration.
talking. We're just here with
Anyway.
I'm
Stop.
Rachel. and
Collaborate
We're
and
here with
listen.
Green. I'm
Ice
Rachel,
is back
Kaiju,
with his brand
Munza,
new
Steak, and
invention.
Toasty
Something
Toad from
grows a
Toasty
hold me
Talks. And
tight,
we're
let it
just gonna
flow
be
like a
doing a
harpoon
podcast,
daily and
essentially.
nightly.
Okay, stop. Okay, so very first topic that we're talking about today is the Lego Movie 2.
Wow.
Woo.
Which just recently released, and I watched it, and Green also watched it.
Yes, I have.
Anyone else?
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't.
Well, this is a very quick topic.
I've only
but
seen
I
the
just
trailers on
wanted-
Twitter.
I'd say it's a very good film. It's not as good, but it's good.
I disagree. It is just as good as the original.
You think so?
Yeah, it
Just
is.
as good or better?
Ooh, debate.
Oh.
Just as good. It's about equal.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's good. Anyway, now that ends the Lego Movie 2 topic. Now we're gonna
That
go
was a lot
on.
longer than the other one.
So we're just gonna go like that, huh?
Well,
I
no,
see how it is.
Well,
Okay.
well, here's the thing. Like, a lot of people haven't seen it, so we can't really like talk about it unless like we're getting into spoilers, and a lot of people can't.
Well, then everyone should have seen it.
Also,
You guys need to think of better topics. Oh my god, like
Do you want to start your
You
own
don't like
topics
the
that
podcast?
just one
podcast,
person
get
has
out.
never seen.
Yeah, you don't
Jeez.
like this. You don't like this podcast. Get out.
I'm not saying I
really
don't
wish
like
I
the
could kick
podcast.
you
We just
out.
gotta think of more
Okay.
creative stuff.
Fine. We're moving on to the next topic. So first things first is that Disney just recently released the live action Aladdin trailer recently.
poor Will Smith. Poor Will
And-
Smith.
And Will Smith is getting really hated on by a bunch of people as reaction to that.
Every decade, there's a terrible CGI Will Smith. Every decade.
You're not wrong, and that's the sad part.
When I saw it, I just had a flashback back to YouTube Rewinding when he said, "Yeah,
That's hot.
rewood."
I'm really, I'm really
I could
interested
control
in
YouTube
how
Rewind.
they'll do A Friend Like Me and stuff like that, because those are really surreal. And it goes for the Dumbo movie too with pink elephants.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Lion
Um,
King too. How are they going to triple Mufasa?
That's
Oh, God.
That's a yikes. That is a yikes. That I will say that is a
Very
yikes.
humorous.
You know, I think this is a problem that's
Quality
been plaguing
content right
Disney
here.
a bunch. They haven't been able to find creative ideas, right? And
Well,
so
yeah.
they
Frozen
just
2.
decide to make a live action of it, and it sucks.
Uh,
They need new editors. You know,
Cody.
they're suffering
Um,
from not burnout, but
Coco
they're
came out
suffering
2
from
years ago.
not being creative.
Coco came out 2 years ago, and that's under
That's
Disney.
Pixar.
And that was a
Yeah, it's
very
under
cre- It's
Yeah,
under
but it's
Disney
kind
though.
of just
Well-
like the Book of Life.
Except it's better.
Except it's not.
The It's Book of a- Life is amazing.
Yeah, no, that's
The Book of Life was okay.
The Book of Life is a
Yeah.
really good movie,
Yeah.
but Coco's
Coco's
better.
better.
Was better.
Yeah, Coco is better. Anyway,
Also,
um,
Cody, if you really want to, say that, all of the stories like Snow White and all of that was taken from Brothers Grimm, so they've been stealing stuff for centuries.
plus the Lion King was based off of what was it? It was off of the Shakespearean play that I forgot.
And the
It was
Jungle
off of
Book is after a
Lion.
Rudyard Kipling novel, or book. Yeah, it was a
Right, so
book.
Disney.
Yeah, so
Disney
Disney
stole a
never had
lot.
ideas.
Yeah,
Disney has
just
never
decided-
ideas.
Once you start thinking about it, they just plagiarize and change it a little bit.
and yet they
Well,
still.
except it's not plagiarism because copyright laws weren't the
Oh,
same
yeah.
back then.
Well,
and
they
then
also
Disney
were-
changed
True.
them.
They also changed copyright law so Mickey could always be under their control.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
And then
Those
they put
marks.
a bunch of World War II propaganda.
Yeah,
Like I said,
Donald
that's
Duck
how
the
capitalism
Nazi.
works.
Oh, I remember that.
I'm just gonna edit Donald doing a Nazi salute.
Oh god! Don't get demonetized.
I
You sure
probably
you don't have
will.
to edit that.
No,
That's
no,
probably
back
in
up.
the
I would
short.
like you just back up. Excuse me, but like, what?
I'll-
Brady,
I'll-
what?
I'll flash it over the screen really quickly so the demonetization robots can't tell. Okay, so now that we've completed our rant on Disney, on a lighter note, Disney also released a Frozen teaser trailer.
Oh god.
This
The
week.
funny thing about this is that it was originally supposed to come out in March, but since the Aladdin trailer got so much bad press, they just kind of put it out.
They're like, we gotta calm the fans.
Joking. That's
Oh no.
Also, weren't they talking about Frozen 2 for a long time, and now they're finally deciding to do it?
Well, Wreck-It Ralph was when
it's been in
Frozen got-
production.
yeah, it was pretty much inevitable because like how much money Disney made from Frozen.
So what
from
you're saying,
Frozen.
it did the Kingdom Hearts 3 approach.
Just trying to keep
Waited
up
for
with
the perfect
the
time.
theories, basically.
Yes, we don't reference that yet. Okay.
Oh, speaking of Disney and film, have you all heard about the Fox MCU merger?
No.
No.
Oh,
I
they're
don't want to.
combining. Are they putting X-Men in?
Yeah, X-Men Fantastic Four
Real-
are going to be in the Marvel
Holy
universe.
crap! That's awesome.
We're gonna finally
That's
get a good
good.
Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
Deadpool and
That's
Avengers.
cool, but also I don't like the Disney monopoly.
Yeah, but how
Yeah.
cool would it be to have, I don't know, Wolverine beat Thanos?
That would
Yeah,
well,
sure,
because
they'll
if you
make
look on
cool
Thanos, he
movies.
has those scars that could match up with Wolverine's claws.
Yeah.
Like I
Whoa,
said,
wow.
that's how
that's just
capitalism
a
works. You just get a
theory.
monopoly.
A
Uh,
game. No,
Phil theory.
film, wrong one. Cut.
A,
End
a
it.
Disney monopoly theory.
Oof.
Okay.
Let's be honest. This is nothing new. Disney has always been a monopoly.
Yeah,
It
Disney's
hasn't
kind
always
of.
been a monopoly. Like DreamWorks and places like that stood a chance before.
Oh, also,
Well, and then
Disney
they
also
released
talked about
5,000
Star
Shrek
Wars movies.
sequels, and that went down the drain.
They
No,
only
they-
released 20 Shrek
Yeah,
sequels.
only
that.
20.
Soon
It's
there will be a
fine.
live action one at some point.
and B movie.
Oh god. Oh god, I don't want to think of a live action Shrek.
Oh god, that's well. That's still kind of a thing though because they have Shrek the musical.
But the question is, would they get Will Smith to act him?
Remember when I musical?
I'm just imagining like Shrek to meet Fiona, and he'd be like, "That's hot."
Ta-da.
Do y'all remember when our
Her
stopped
face.
school?
Copyright strike.
Yes, that was yeah, yeah. I unfortunately got stuck with my theater program to do Shrek the musical, and it was terrible.
Yep.
Why would you put them in the chat, Cody? That's demonic.
I can't
Yes,
see the
Also,
chat
why are you putting things in the chat? Why are you not just like speaking in words?
because you can contribute.
Well,
Oh,
because I
now
can
he's
put
muted his mic.
because I
Oh
can
no.
because I can put images for you guys to see in the chat.
Oof.
True.
Okay,
True.
so now that we're done with the Disney rant, let's move on to video game news. Now, before we talk about the
Some more
direct,
Disney.
let's talk
a
about
video game.
Kingdom Hearts 3, which is
More
more
Disney.
Disney. Yay! Okay,
Woo, he doesn't like Disney.
Perfect transition.
yeah.
Now.
So that's just great. Anyway, what are your initial thoughts on the game?
Initial thoughts, I have over 60 hours of it. My
Well,
thoughts are way
then-
more than initial.
I don't
Okay,
own a Switch. That's my
It's
my
not on
thought.
Switch.
Well, no, it's not on
Yeah,
Switch.
that's
It's
the
on.
only console it's not on.
Oh, okay. I
Wait.
just assumed it was on Switch.
No.
No.
So Brayden,
Um,
tell
So
us your
what-
thoughts on it. You're currently doing a Let's Play of it on our channel.
Yeah, give us a little
Um,
insight.
So I talked about how my least favorite part last time we did the podcast
Wait,
was.
it got corrupted. Tell us again, okay?
I know.
That recording
That's
is
what I was
gone.
going to do.
Okay, good.
So they have a thing called Kingdom Classics. They are classic video games like Game and Watch games. The
But they're
real
not
reason,
actually classics. They're just lame ripoffs.
yeah. The only reason why I really hate them, they really don't belong in a Kingdom Hearts game. It's like saying, "Hey, look now in Devil May Cry, Candy Crush." It just doesn't fit with Kingdom Hearts. And then another problem that I don't have as much problems with, but a lot of people do, no Final Fantasy characters. There
Right.
is only one Final Fantasy character, and it's Moogle.
And that's not even a character, that's just a race.
Yeah.
Just oof right there.
Right. Okay. I can't speak for
But-
like actually playing it, but I've seen a lot of cutscenes and some exploration of certain stuff, and like overall, I wish like for certain ones because, for example, they really did a really good job on adding like new gameplay elements and continuing the story in like worlds like the Big Hero 6 world, but in worlds like Rapunzel.
The hell are
Can
you
you
doing?
eating something, Larry?
Stop! No, you're
Stop
ruining the
eating.
audio.
Are you playing Tetris?
Over. Okay, so anyway,
Anyway.
I completely lost my train of thought. So thank you for
You
that.
dislike Tangled,
No, I don't
Frozen, and
dislike it. It's just that they didn't add a lot of certain things to it. They basically just interjected Sora,
They
Donald,
put-
and everything
They
into
just photoshopped in Donald Duck into the Frozen movie. I mean, not Frozen. Tangled. They just photoshopped Donald Duck.
But was he hailing the Hitler?
Okay, stop. I'm gonna get demonetized.
Yeah.
You're not even monetized to start with.
That's true.
Ooh.
What happens
That's sad.
what happens if I do get monetized and then they're like, let's take a look back at your other history, and then they come upon this video and they
I'm pretty
just
sure
see
they can do that though.
not see Donald and decide to can't and not monetize. Okay. So now
You're
that we're
gonna
done,
die. Could you at least mute your mic?
But in total, I love Kingdom Hearts 3.
right? I can see how it is. Next up on our list and our final little video game like little mini review before we talk about the direct is Resident Evil 2. So
Ooh. I got this one. I love that game.
yeah.
I bought it like 2 days after it came out. It's so fun so far. I
Mhm.
haven't
You
encountered
haven't beat
Mr.
it?
X yet, but I'm scared to.
Right.
What
like,
do you?
looks-
Have you played the new campaign?
Oh my god, it's snowing.
Yeah.
Cody.
Didn't know that?
Now just notice this.
Yes. Okay. So continue.
But I have not actually played the new DLC, the Ghost Survivors, yet.
Yeah. The fact that they're doing 3 campaigns for free is really cool and really promising for me.
Also, Tofu.
And I really want to get the game, but also I don't have any money right now.
Oof. Yeah. I'm just lucky because I had my birthday around that time, so I got birthday money.
I like that I have my birthday a week before Black Friday.
Guys, me
Yeah,
6
that's a really
finally
good
announced
day.
that I'm live after 15
Yeah, I saw that.
minutes.
Okay, so going
Can
along
I talk
after
about one more small game?
sure.
Silk
So,
Song.
yep. So a few days ago, Team Cherry, the people who did Hollow Knight,
Yesterday at 1:30 a.m.
2 days ago, I thought.
No, yesterday. Cause it's 1:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah. So yesterday at 1:30 in the morning, Team Cherry, who did Hollow Knight, are having.
I don't
It
know what
was
he's
just
talking about, guys.
They announced on Twitter they're gonna show off their new Hollow Knight DLC, Silk Song, right? With the new playable character Hornet.
Yeah, I should probably
And
What
then
game
at
is this?
1:30 in the morning, a
Should
trailer
probably
comes
add
out
my
and it's a
thing.
frickin' sequel.
Hollow Knight.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you're talking about that thing.
Wait,
Yeah.
what
Well,
game is this?
So good.
Hollow
Hollow
Knight?
Knight.
This
Hollow
is the
Knight.
game you were talking about where they said they were gonna make DLC, but then they ended up making just an entirely new game.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Hornet looks so fun to play as. She looks really
So-
agile and
I
really
really like
focused.
right.
If you
I-
haven't seen it, if you haven't seen the short gameplay they've shown, compare it to Shovel Knight to Spectre Knight. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
It's a lot more smooth than Hollow Knight.
Right.
Except if Spectre Knight had a way more diverse moveset too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I really like the original Hollow Knight, so I'm really excited to get some
It's all
development.
Game of the Year material, even though they haven't even announced if it's coming out this year.
Just
With
quality
how much
content.
gameplay they showed,
Right.
it has to.
Right.
They
It
showed
wasn't
so many
really
different
though, because they
areas.
had full demos of King's of
Oh,
the
King of Cards.
the next Shovel Knight game. Yeah, King of Cards, and that's still not out. Also, they said it would be out in 2018, and it's not. And then they said it's out first quarter of 2019, and we haven't seen anything of it for months.
True,
So
true.
Also, aren't
who
True points
knows?
right here.
so if it doesn't launch by April, they lied again.
That's not what a quarter of a year is.
Yes, it is. 4 months.
No, that's a third of a
A
year.
quarter of
Oh, 3 months.
a quarter of a year is 3
That
months.
means
Yeah.
if it doesn't release next month, then they lied.
Well, it's not really lying. They just had to delay it.
I thought we were talking about Resi 2.
Yeah.
We were, but then we talked about Hollow Knight.
Okay, well I didn't have a screen transition for that, so it's still on Resi 2.
Well, okay,
Well-
Then
cool.
I will continue what you have
I
started.
mean,
So
Silk Song is close enough to Resi 2.
It really isn't.
Okay, we're done with Silk Song. Okay, go Larry.
I finally got the extended mag and the muzzle brake for Matilda and Resident Evil and unlocked the underground area, and that's where I left off. And then I got a couple of other games like Overwatch I've been playing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Flashback to BlizzCon
Still own
2018.
Overwatch.
Okay, so explain the graphics. What are the graphics like, other than that one scene which looks really
Oh, they're
amazing?
amazing.
That's really
very
that's
in-depth
depth.
description.
Yep.
Oh,
Also,
So
I
one last
love
question,
the new camera angle.
and then so
Yeah, I like
one
that it's not in controls like Resi 4 anymore.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So one last question before we go into the big kahuna, as known as the direct, is what do you think the success of Resident Evil 2 will tell Capcom to perhaps like remake other Resident Evil games, maybe even remake other entirely new series, like I don't know, like Devil May
Yeah, probably.
Cry or something.
Yes, thank you for the lead-in,
Definitely.
Toasty. So, Devil May Cry, I really want to remake because it hasn't aged perfectly. And
It
without
hasn't aged perfectly.
camera
It hasn't aged at all.
yeah, it hasn't aged too well at all. And I'd love a new remake in the Devil May Cry 5 engine because they have that now. And they have Devil May Cry 5, which is boosting interest in the franchise. And it's just kind of a perfect storm for a DMC 1 remake. Except that HD collection in air quotes that was just upscaled that was just the original games upscaled with no enhancements at all.
Right.
Sad to
Right.
see that because it's the fact that, DMC5 is reintroducing a lot of people to Dante, right? And you think, hey, I think I really want to get a good taste of what the previous games were like. Why not start off with like Devil May Cry 1? They could have remade Devil May Cry 1, in this DMC5 engine. But they're like, no, we're just going to give you a 16:9 version of the original Devil May Cry with like literally not upgraded textures, like at all.
That was
And it's really gay.
That was
I don't like
almost
that.
8 years ago. That was almost 8 years ago. Remember
What?
when that came out?
No, it
The
wasn't.
HD
The
collection?
PS4 and Xbox One were out 8 years ago.
Right.
They
Okay,
were launched at
any-
the start of the Xbox One.
Actually,
remember.
the HD collection that came out in 2017 on the Xbox One and PS4.
Mhm.
So they have really no excuse to not have remade any of the games at all. Well, they
That's
could have
kinda my
even
point
made
too.
DMC2 good and worth not skipping. And I think it's also helped inspire a lot of other games to be like better remakes. Because Crash and Spyro, they're just kind of the same thing but prettier, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not demeaning them as a game either, just so you guys know.
They're still good, but it would have been cool if they added new stuff.
Right.
Okay.
True,
So,
Good
any
points.
other
Good
final
points.
thoughts?
But then, like, Nintendo is also
Stream,
doing
I am aware that I
like the
wish to
Metroid,
talk on.
the Metroid 2 remake, and
Yeah.
now the Link's Awakening remake.
Okay,
which
no, we don't talk. We don't talk
different.
about that yet. Okay? Okay,
That is
any
a
final
forbidden
thoughts?
topic until like 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Are we any final thoughts before we go to the direct?
This year is going to be a lot of remakes for a lot of the companies because it doesn't, obviously there are some new and fresh ideas out there right now, but a lot of the bigger companies are like, so they're re-releasing a lot of their older games, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, I can see what he means.
But sometimes you just wish for like the bigger titles to be, more innovative. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Okay, now it's time to talk about
All
Donald
right,
Trump.
now we're
Surprise!
going on to the big one, which is the Nintendo Direct. I have every single game written out in a script beside me right now. So feel free to talk or
Okay.
give any on the games I'll be
Okay,
talking about. Anyway, no, let me talk. Very first game that was revealed is Super Mario Maker 2. Initial
Super Mario Maker 2.
reactions.
B. Yes, so I'm very excited. Super Mario Maker was like the one game keeping the Wii U alive until now.
With Splatoon.
No, Splatoon 2.
And then
Splatoon's now
Splatoon
just
2.
dead.
And then
They are
Octo Expansion
literally-
came out and it's slowly solidified. Splatoon 1 is
Just say
irrelevant.
this.
So yeah, now the
On
Wii U
Wii
is
U at this point is for
absolutely
3D World. That's literally the only reason.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
even then,
Yeah.
there's nothing else on there
So
except Virtual
fact-
Console, which we're already
the
going to be
fact-
getting on the Switch because we already have NES games, and I'm guessing they're going to pick up the library very soon.
Uh-huh.
And on Mario Maker 2,
Yeah.
it looks very promising. They added slopes, they added a lot of new enemies. The real twist was 3D World being in a 2D
Yeah,
kind of
they
fashion.
added
Yeah, that was
they
cool.
added a 3D 2D thing. That was
And
really cool.
which
I
I
think
hate.
they did a
The
lot of
opening
fan
bit,
service where they
the
just
opening
showed
bit with the slopes,
slopes. It's just
and
fan
just all
service.
slopes, and just a whole level made of slopes.
It was fan service.
That
It
was
was
pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
That's gonna be
yeah,
the
yeah.
first thing you do, isn't it?
It's
What
just
if
creative.
I said I don't like 3D Mario's that much?
What if? Wait.
We will have to kill
Okay. You're gonna have to go jump off a cliff. Thanks.
you.
Go make a
You
giant
have to,
slope and make him
hook
jump
up
on it.
to a live voltage line, because that
Wait, what
in
if-
down your opinion's wrong.
What if we recreated a Mario 64 slide level in 2D?
Somebody
Stream
probably.
it.
Somebody
Someone
probably.
clip it.
Yeah, we'll clip
There
that.
are only
In which you
three.
go down the slide, but there's nowhere to dodge to, so you just kind of go straight down.
I'll
But you jump over some pits.
I'll probably edit in a thing saying Mario Maker or Super Mario 64 slide level coming in never.
They're bottomless pits to the left and right of Mario,
See,
but
people will find a
he
way to
can't go into
incorporate
those
it.
planes, so therefore it's a completely safe level.
Uh-huh.
See,
Okay.
people will find
and
a way to
one
incorporate it into
fun-
it.
Incorporate it into it.
Yeah.
Okay, next is
No.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3,
No need of
the Black Order.
No. Okay.
This is my
one final
podcast now.
thing I have to add on
It's now the green
on Mario.
prostitution.
No, one thing I have to add on Mario Maker is do you think they will not add any more Nintendo codes to it? Because that was
What
a
do you
big
mean Nintendo
problem
codes?
that a lot of people were saying. So do you
I
think
guess
they
let's
will
talk
get
about stuff like Piranha Plant.
so a lot of people were saying instead of adding or just
I mean,
searching any level in the original Mario Maker just by date or name, preferably, you have to put in a code to do so. Do you think in the new game that they might reverse that and make it easier? Okay, so now we go on to Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order, and all I have written on my script right now is Thanos joke. So that's I
See,
Insert
kept
image.
saying-
Yeah, and he made all the commentary go away.
Okay.
So this game is definitely releasing in April, right?
Yeah.
I would think so.
Because that's when Endgame is out.
I'd have to assume that'd be a good idea. I played Ultimate Alliance before, and this game looks very promising. I will say that. I don't think it's a game that we should have waited like almost like a good. How many years has it been since the last Ultimate Alliance? I'm not gonna say 10, but it's been a good few years. It's been a hot minute. But it looks good and all, but I just wish we had a little bit more. That's all. But other than that, it looks like a good game.
What do you mean a
Right.
little bit more?
It just.
I mean, you can kill
I don't
Thanos.
know.
It's
You
not
can kill
like this has been in
Thanos on
development
Nintendo.
for years.
I know it's not like
Kill
that, but we
Thanos
haven't
on
had-
the go.
I think about it.
The
Yeah, I guess you're
Nintendo.
right.
Okay. So now that we're done with that, let's
Box
move
Boy.
to Box Boy
Box
and
Boy.
Box Girl. So I've never heard of this franchise when they
I
told
played
me
the
about
first one. I played the first
but
one on the 3DS.
Never heard of
but
it, my
it looks
guys.
really, really cool with its gimmick of like stretching or creating to like interact with the environment. So I might pick it up. But
It reminds me a little bit of Snipper Clips, just instead of cutting, you're adding.
right. And Super Close
Yeah,
is
it's
really
like
fun.
Super Clips because it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle game, that's funded by Nintendo and published by Nintendo and put on the eShop exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
There was actually a QB amiibo made exclusively for Japan, and it's like one of the most expensive amiibos ever.
Is it just the box? A
What
white
is-
box
The
with a face?
Yeah, he's just a white cube. He's 196.87 by the way.
Who?
Now I'm going to ask you to
QB
stop right
amiibo.
there. I'm just at $196.
For who?
It's like the
It's
same
very
price
rare.
that Villager was running for in peak amiibo days. That was like the same. That was like price of
Oh, I
Rose
forgot my
Vanilla,
jersey.
price of what? A lot of the Super Smash Brothers amiibo. That's interesting to say the least.
Mhm.
Well, it was barely stocked at all. So
Yeah, and I think Nintendo's
Welcome
gotten
if you're new
also
to
a
the
lot
stream,
better
by the
at that
way.
over the years too.
Alright, I'm back.
With the fact that they're stocking their amiibo more because they kind of know the demand.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm glad to see that Nintendo's doing that. You know.
oh, also if you want the game bundle for with the amiibo box, it costs $268.
Jeez.
Yikes. Not
That's a
gonna lie.
lot.
That's pretty steep, my guy.
Yeah.
Even more
Okay.
steep than the PS4 game.
Right.
That's more expensive.
Yeah, Riley, you're seriously breaking up now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or-
you're single-handedly corrupting you're corrupting this file itself.
Ew, ew,
Yeah.
ah, ting, ting, wah, wah, bing, bing, ew, ew, ah, ting, ting, wah, wah, bing, bing.
Okay.
You know, I think
Now-
doing this live wasn't such a good idea.
Alex, can you send me the audio after you record it all so I can edit it and level it out?
What?
This wasn't a good idea
What,
either,
Brady?
Cody, but we
Can
can't get
you-
what we want.
Can you send me the audio after you record this live stream
Maybe
So
if I
I
can
can-
figure it out.
so I
Wait,
can
did your
just
audio
pick
corrupt
out-
again?
No, I'm just afraid that when I do it, Riley's voice will just go, and then the audio file will explode. So I'm just afraid.
Oh no.
I
I
can
fell.
try. First, I need to figure out how.
Okay.
Also, did we stop?
You can do it in Discord in iMessage. Anyway, we're getting off track. This is really unprofessional. Anyway, next topic. Smash.
Who said we were professional? Like, legit, though.
Yeah.
No one. We're
Larry has a
striving
point.
to be. We're striving to be professional. Next topic. It's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 3.0 updates. Except they didn't tell us what was in it in the first. So no message on that at all. Plus a solid date for Joker to be released, which they said is before May. And they also said that they also showed us some Snake, Simon, and Bulbasaur and Squirtle and Pokemon Trainer amiibo to go along with the
Joker's back looks really nice.
yes.
Only his
You didn't
back.
say no homo after that.
Yeah, that was pretty questionable, my guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have an editing frenzy over this. Okay.
Okay.
So
I
Wow,
think
look at
my
that chat
Discord
changing
broke.
clothes on
Sorry
stream.
about that. It said this call took place on December 31st, 1969.
Nice.
Yeah, that would have been an issue.
oh my gosh. What? Alrighty then.
12/31/1969.
How I
And
broke
since the
Discord,
American
not clickbait.
calendar system is free.
It is a clickbait. That's the sad thing.
Okay, so now that we're done with that, let's move on to Captain Treasure
Yo,
Tracker
sup,
Special
Leon?
Episode DLC. So they said in the direct announcement that there was going to be 2 parts to this DLC update, which will be the first one, which
Already
I
did.
think they already released, which was a free
Oh.
co-op update where all missions could be played 2-player,
Sure.
and then the second one, which I don't exactly remember what date that they teased, but they said that second DLC will include 18 new courses.
Yo, welcome anyone
So
that's
like,
new to
what's
the
your
stream.
overall like thoughts on Captain Toad as like Captain Toad Treasure Tracker as a whole?
It's cool that they're expanding Wii U ports. Like, I was not interested in buying the port at all because the Odyssey levels didn't seem very good or very replayable or anything or worth the
Yo, if
40
you guys are new to the stream,
$60 or
please do
whatever it
consider
was.
following. We do
It's
this
40,
whenever
I
Toasty
believe.
needs us to talk and
So,
whatever, so
but
yeah.
Just
now
right
there's
at me. I
more
want to see the super speed.
Also,
and
my ears are being
multiplayer and
killed
stuff.
right now, so yeah.
I kind of, but I won't, because Astral Chain.
Don't
We're
talk
not
about
there
that.
yet.
It's
Shut
not
up.
there yet. You don't reference anything, okay?
Look, okay, but I really want Astral Chain.
Okay, you
Shut
can talk
up.
about that when we get
7
there.
view
Okay?
raise.
7 viewers. Can you tell Riley to shut up in the chat, please? Okay, next topic. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. So this actually looks like a really cool like 2D 3D HD Castlevania platformer. I played some of the original
I saw.
Bloodstained, but I
You
mean
mean
this
I don't know what I
the
just did,
moon?
chat.
right.
That was actually a bonus goal for their Kickstarter
Right.
or GoFundMe or whatever. And that turned out to be like one of the best games of last year.
Right.
So I have full faith in them to make this a good game.
I'm excited to like what it has. So it looks like a pretty good like Castlevania type game.
Yeah.
So I might pick it up, probably not on release, but maybe for like holidays or if I ever get a big amount of money. Okay.
I have
Next
4
one.
other Castlevania games to play right now, so I'm cool.
Right. Okay, next game. Dragon Quest Builders 2. So
I care.
now before you guys go, and I will probably do this in the what the frick was that? Anyway, I'll do this in
I don't even know who
editing,
that was.
but there's in the trailer they show this barbarian dude that looks really similar to Shrek. So
What are you doing in Miss Swamp Donkey?
Oh, those guys. Yeah, those.
yeah, it's on the
those are
ship, and they
actually
show
common
him like
NPCs.
sailing away on a boat, and he's just like waving, and that was the
Those
only thing I remembered from the trailer.
Those are common NPCs. So Dragon Quest
Yeah.
Build is basically Minecraft, better Minecraft with a story,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what we're talking
and
about.
that's it. I don't
Yeah.
really care.
When I was watching it, that was literally what I thought. I was like, huh, a more graphic Minecraft.
Yeah, that's kind of like what Dragon Quest Builders is kind of about. I mean, the first one was basically that, and this one is just more graphics and stuff. Anyway.
It's updated. It's Minecraft 11.0, but with a
Mhm.
story.
Well, Minecraft has a story, but it's really
No,
bad.
doesn't have a story.
Do you
Yeah,
mean the
it
credits that
does.
take like 20 minutes to finish?
Yeah, that's
No.
a story. Come
Look.
on. Okay.
Okay, with a good story.
Okay. So the next one that they took some time on instead of just doing headlines is Dragon Quest 11 Echoes of an Elusive Age S Definitive Edition.
No, it's Definitive Edition S, dummy.
Oh, Echoes of okay, we're gonna cut that out. It's Dragon Quest 11 Echoes of an
No,
Elusive
don't.
Age
Dad.
Definitive Edition S. So
Okay. Anyway, I have the PS4 version. I don't care.
You don't really, you don't like it.
It's not. It's just kind of a mediocre JRPG.
It looks
It's
it looks like a blend between like Breath of the
has a
Wild
decent story,
and Final Fantasy.
but it has a decent story. It looks pretty.
Right.
Its soundtrack sucks on every other version because it
Right.
sounds like it should be an orchestrated soundtrack, right? But
Right.
it's not. It's just synthesized,
We should do
and it
just all.
sucks, and it's
Oh,
really
okay.
dumb. And now they have a
Ugh.
synth, and now they have
Make
orchestrated
super tanks.
of the battle and roaming theme,
Uh-huh.
but I still don't care, and I've already dropped the PS4 version.
Right. I do. The guy in the direct did make some bold claims saying that Dragon Quest started defined. He either said it started or defined the JRPG genre.
It did both.
It did
It
help.
was the JRPG.
Right. Right.
I'll be right back.
If you
But
were
it
to think JRPGs, you would think of Dragon Quest.
right.
To be honest, I don't think our
Um,
viewers know what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
By that, I mean it's the stream mod.
Uh,
Oh.
I mean, does he ever know what anyone's talking about?
He didn't know what a Game Boy was, okay? So no, he
I'm
doesn't.
back.
Is coming in. But one cool mechanic that I did see is that you can switch between modern graphics
Right,
and
viewers, I'm gonna put
retro
on some
graphics,
NCS.
which I thought was
Why?
pretty
I
cool.
don't know. It's getting boring.
But that's pretty much for Dragon Quest 11. Do you guys have anything else to add before we move on?
Nope.
9.
Dargans.
Alrighty then. Next one, Disney.
That.
Zoom zoom.
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 I actually
Zoom
own a
Zoom.
bunch of those.
Okay.
Why?
Because they're awesome.
Disney Tsum Festival. I just have to say this looks like a Disney Candy Crush.
I
It
know,
is.
right?
It
Isn't
just-
there a
it just-
mobile? I'm pretty sure there's a mobile app
Yeah,
that they
there's a
have with
mobile
There's
that.
yeah, there's a
I
Disney.
didn't get that
Yeah,
because
so
it's
this
kind of
means
meh.
Sora's getting into Smash, right?
Mickey Mouse
If
and
Nintendo
The-
has Disney negotiations.
Mickey Mouse fights in the battle.
yeah, his
I
final
could
smash
actually
is
see
Toodles.
them.
His final smash is Toodles.
They use the mystery
didn't
mouse
know that.
tool.
Mystery Mouse Tool. All right. So that's pretty much
That's
it.
a special tool that'll help us later.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're
We've
close
got to
to
use
Tetris
all the
Battle
4
Royale.
of them.
No.
We've got to use all 4 of them. Okay. Next one. Starlink Battle for Atlas. A new Star Fox mission update in the spring. So in the headline, they said that they were adding Andrew, Pigma, and Leon missions to the game, as well as allowing Peppy Hare, Slippy Toad, and Falco Lombardi to be playable in the game. So
Pigma's cool,
I have
but
one
also
thing
I
to
think
say.
there are only like 2 people who care about Starlink.
right,
I
didn't really
have
pick
one
up
thing to
Starlink
say.
in the first place.
Just make a new Star
Right,
Fox
there you go,
game,
viewers.
Yeah,
please.
Got
just
some
make a
music
new
put
Star
on for you.
Fox game. It's
Every
like, if
Star
you're
Fox
putting-
game has been horrible, though.
Yeah.
Ever since 64.
Yeah,
Except
they've
for
gone
Zero.
just
Zero was pretty
downhill.
good.
Well, I
Zero
liked
was
Assault.
pretty good, but it wasn't
I liked-
as.
I like Assault. Anyway, and one other thing that they said is that they would be adding Starship Racing, which looks really dumb, and just kind of reminds me of F-Zero, and faction missions coming soon. So
Also, we
Star
need a
Wars
new
pod
F-Zero
racing.
game.
yeah, where's the F-Zero game? Nintendo,
It'll
come on.
never happen.
No, I don't know. It'll
Yeah.
never happen, unfortunately.
It's about as legendary as Mother 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, next one that they said on the headlines was Rune Factory 4 Special. And I've never heard of this, and from initial impressions, it just looks like anime Stardew Valley with more focus on
heard-
monsters.
I've heard this is just a better Stardew Valley with better combat and better farming and better fishing and stuff.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah,
And
so
just better Stardew Valley.
It's just anime Stardew Valley, and which looks fine.
I will stab you.
What do you
What?
mean?
Why? And then also at the very end, they said that they can confirm
Rune
that Rune
Factory
Factory 5 is in development. So that's
Yeah,
a
so
thing.
these were 3DS games, right? Rune Factory
Breathing.
1 through 4 were 3DS games.
Brayden, stop eating your mic.
Yeah.
You're ruining the audio.
It's not very nutritious.
It tastes great.
Okay. So is
Yeah,
that it?
Rune Factory is a 3DS franchise.
So you don't think it should be on the Switch or?
No. I'm just saying it originally was on the 3DS.
Right,
Nothing
right.
deserved to be on the 3DS anymore. Port Persona Q2.
Now
Um,
Astral Train.
No.
No, we're not there yet. Stop teasing.
No, it's Oninaki now.
Yeah,
know.
Oninaki. So it looks like it has a really cool world switching
I'm gonna
mechanic.
start maining Zen.
That looks cool.
Are you playing?
This is very unprofessional. but
It's another Tokyo
I know.
RPG Factory.
He's just
game.
playing
it looks
Overwatch
like-
in the background
it
while
looks
here.
like it looks like
I'm 1v1ing my older brother. Chillax.
it looks like a typical JRPG. Anyway, next one.
That's the name of the company. That's the name of the division that makes these games. They made
Well-
Lost Sphere and I Am Setsuna.
Well, it's a JRPG nevertheless. Anyway, next one. Yoshi's Crafted World.
Okay, how do you guys like the demo? I haven't played it, so how do you like
Wow,
it?
it's pretty cool.
The demo
Demo
is
is pretty cool.
actually really cool. If the levels are as versatile and as big as the one in the first one is in the demo, I think it will be a very, very cool game. I think.
Yeah, okay, but who cares? Because Tetris Battle Royale.
No, don't
no.
talk. No,
That's
I will
awful.
Kick you. We will kick you from the stream
Yeah.
if we talk out of order. Okay. So, yeah, in that trailer they just showed rafting, kart racing, plane flying, and giant robot. And the only thing I have to say is I had a flashback to the
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
no to the Yoshi's Woolly World trailer where he says big Yoshi,
Big
Bring a-
Yoshi.
Big
big
Yoshi.
Ring-a-ling Yoshi or something, and it's like
Oh my god. Woshi! It's a double Yoshi explosion!
oh no.
What?
That's the trailer. I'll link it in the description.
I love
Yeah.
that commercial. I love Wii U commercials.
I don't like it. Anyway,
I
next one that they
Wii U
put a lot.
commercials so much.
Anyway, next one that they put a lot of explanation into is Fire Emblem Three Houses, and all I have to say is I'm getting a lot of Hogwarts vibes from it.
Same
I'm
here,
really
that's what I was
excited
thinking.
For Three Houses.
It's
It
so
looks really fun.
Yeah, the cutscenes and the battle mechanics, from what I can tell, look really interesting. But
We're going to have another good Fire Emblem game, boys.
it's
Oh my
really
God,
just
it
Harry
looks
Potter
like
slash
there's
Hogwarts.
So much. It looks like there's so much customizability for your units. Like, you can make any unit you want, horse rider, or maybe even a Pegasus or Wyvern rider, which
Mhm.
seems really cool, but also you could make the most archer-prone army possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Which
sorry
I'll
for my
love
swallowing
to
picked
do.
up in the mic stream.
Right.
Just
And then they
all
also-
flying units.
Yeah.
Just to make it so that you can get demolished by a single archer unit.
Anyway, next one. They also said before we move on, they also said that the Seasons of Warfare collector's edition will go on along with the release, and they also said it will be delayed to July 26, 2019 from their original release date of spring of 2019. So yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Next
that's
one.
cool.
Anyway, next one, big one, Tetris
Tetris
99.
Battle freaking
This is-
Royale.
I adore this game.
Okay.
This is
It's so good.
It's
No.
absolutely amazing.
Has anyone gotten that
for-
victory royale yet?
I've gotten
No,
like
I
3,
haven't.
but it's
And it's so
really,
good.
really good for a free game. It's
It's
real
really good for a Tetris Battle Royale game.
exactly like the music
Also,
is really
Apex
good. The
is
mechanics.
okay.
We don't talk about Apex. Okay?
Apex is the best.
Apex is
Well,
good, and I'm
it's
really
better
happy
than
that
Apex.
Fortnite is dying. But we have to focus on Tetris Battle Royale. Anyway,
Tetris Battle Royale is better than
I've already got
any other
winning
Battle Royale game.
it's
Apex.
okay, cool. So, there's really cool music. I really like the mechanic of where you can like switch and target like certain people along the map. Overall, a really, really big surprise, but I really like it. It's
Get
very
98
cool.
other people to target one person.
This morning I was playing it and I got attacked by like 30 to 40 other people at the same
Right.
time.
Right.
Targeted assault.
The
At
one.
the second the game starts, and it just loads in, you see your board, and just 80
It's like watch
lines
out, watch out, watch out, watch out, and there's like 15
straight at
lines.
you.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Watch out,
Okay,
watch out.
I wanna know where.
I guess like one complaint I would have with the game is having the control scheme of allowing you to like toggle and move pieces with the joystick instead of the D-pad. Because although I do like Tetris with like a D-pad, I think it would be a much more, I don't know, natural and comfortable with a joystick. Anyway, next one, Dead by Daylight.
Oh my god. I love that
You
game.
didn't know that was coming to Switch, Larry?
So Brayden and Larry,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
I
tell
heard
us
that.
about that since you two have played it a lot.
Yeah.
Instead of dedicated servers, we're getting Switch port. Yay.
You
It's
know,
sadly
you can have
true.
dedicated servers easily.
Well, it still doesn't.
No, just because it's on the Switch doesn't mean it doesn't have dedicated servers. It's just Nintendo doesn't provide dedicated servers to any of their games. And I'm not sure if you knew this, but Dead by Daylight isn't one of their games.
We're talking about dedicated servers on the other platforms.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, this
they
is
don't have
about
dedicated servers for Dead by Daylight.
Nope.
That's pretty whack.
Yeah.
wacko. Pretty wacko.
Wait, sorry, you're saying you
Anyway.
could play against someone from Asia.
Yes.
Okay. Next one.
I've done it.
Deltarune. First off, I really liked the trailer that they had in the Nintendo Direct.
Just dogs.
Toby
the
Fox
dogs-
makes the
with the
best
dog,
trailers.
with the dogs just censoring everything. I like the part where
Toby Fox
person-
makes the best trailers.
Yeah, I just like how like the one person's talking and he's like me, I'm doing fine except for this dog on my face.
Censoring my... Yeah. And the dog was
Censoring
also
my face.
censoring the word dog.
Exactly. And it's like, look at this great cutscene from the first chapter and it's like all dogs. It's really
And then in the end,
it's
it's
really
there actually aren't that many dogs.
Spoiler,
In the
there aren't
game.
this many dogs in game.
That's depressing.
it's-
0 out of
it's-
10 would not
yeah.
purchase.
yeah, too much dogs.
Actually,
Not
Anyway.
enough dog.
No,
Mhm.
too few dogs.
Yeah, too few dogs. The dogs are the best part.
Too few dogs, yeah. Anyway, next one. Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. So
This looks so cool.
it looks actually
looks really good.
surprisingly actually looks really good on the Switch. I'm kind of excited for it.
It's made in Unreal Engine, which is probably why, since that works really well with Switch. But the
Uh-huh.
most interesting thing about this port
Mhm.
is that it's made by Ninja Theory, which Microsoft announced that they own now.
Right.
So the fact that this is also getting ported to Switch, even though they could have easily kept it on the Xbox,
Another reason why you
either they had this contract in play already, or they just or Microsoft is just still being nice.
Another reason why you shouldn't be worried if Microsoft buys Platinum.
Well, I should, because they could always decide that they want to make something else possible. And then I
Okay.
have to buy it.
Right.
But I don't want to buy an Xbox, because Xbox doesn't have any exclusives, except then it will.
Go steal Braden's.
Everything will have a lot of exclusives.
If you try to steal my Xbox, I'll steal your PS4.
Okay.
Okay, next one. Now they have like a bunch of like
Astro
little tiny
Train.
glimpses that. No, we're not on that yet. So the final thing before they talked about you know what is they had like a little
You
like
spoke for
little-
Damon.
yeah that's in the thing. Hold on. So first thing, Mortal Kombat 11 looks
They
fine.
did a thing about. No, it wasn't in the highlight reel.
Yes, it was.
It was
Or
Oh,
oh,
you skipped two actually.
oh,
You
yeah.
skipped the Grid Auto Sport and Damon X Machina.
Okay, Grid Auto Sport. I already own Forza, and I played a lot of Asphalt, so it just
I
kind of looks
don't
like
care
that.
because I don't like realistic racing games. They
Yeah,
are boring.
what about
I
Mario
just
Kart? What about
hope to drive a
F-Zero?
car.
OGs play
Brady,
Mario.
check your recording.
What?
Make sure it hasn't stopped yet.
No, it hasn't stopped.
Okay.
What about NASCAR?
NASCAR?
Remember that, Vine?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so then Damon
someone
X
needs to
Machina.
win.
Okay, Damon X Machina. The developer said that they would release a demo called the Prototype Missions, which would count to 4, I believe. And after you played it, they would give you. Yeah, and then they would email you a small little survey so they
If you
could
got-
get if you played through it to get like your
But
thoughts
you
on
can
it.
tell them on Twitter.
And I haven't played it yet because I don't have enough space on my Switch to download it, so I'm kind of stuck at the moment. But for right now, it looks pretty good from what I can tell.
So I've played the demo and it's really fun. It's the only complaints I have are that the frame rate is a little choppy. The fact that the is really slow makes it hard to dodge attacks. In the 4th mission, I don't know if I was just doing something really wrong, but it felt like a difficulty spike. Like a really big difficulty spike. It only took me one try to beat everything else, but I was stuck on the last boss for like an hour.
Right. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So now we'll move on to the small little.
Astro Train.
No, we're not on. We're so close. You just need to stop talking, and then we'll go.
I have to go,
Anyway.
guys.
Oh.
Oh no, okay, bye.
Adioso.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Okay, so
Been
like
fun.
Unravel
See ya.
2, Assassin's Creed 3.
No. Okay, so Mortal Kombat 11. It just looks good. They didn't
Yeah,
talk a
Mortal
lot about it.
Kombat 11. It looks like more Mortal Kombat. That's cool.
Yeah. On Unravel.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah. Unravel 2 also looks pretty cool.
It looks
Yeah.
like a very artistic, artsy game.
It is.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think that was one of the few exceptions that EA actually created a decent game
It
without
looks like a Team Ico game.
transactions. Anyway, next one, Assassin's
Well, it was good gameplay.
Creed 3 Remastered. In the direct, the frame rate looked really choppy, but it probably will be better when the actual game is released.
Wait,
I
what
don't
did I
really care
hear?
In the
because I don't care about Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks. Yeah, the frame rate looks really choppy.
Just insert clip to show proof.
Oh.
They'll probably change it, so
Brayden,
Anyway.
you know Assassin's Creed 3 is like the worst one.
No, Assassin's Creed
That's what
3 is the
people
best
say.
one.
Nah, people say 3 is the worst.
Well then,
So what's in your opinion? What's the worst, Brayden? Or I'm sorry, I'm Rachel. Sorry.
Probably.
I don't really
Alright.
care.
Oh yeah.
Unity.
Okay. Brayden.
Unity
okay.
and 3 are probably the worst ones. Like,
3
agreed
is
upon.
great.
Unity?
No, 3.
sorry.
Unity sucks.
Oh, no, people say 3 sucks too.
Right.
Well, they all suck.
So anyway, next one, they gave like a brief sentence to is Final Fantasy VII. Which
I really want to play Final Fantasy VII because I never have. I've only played like 20 minutes of Final Fantasy 15, and that's the extent of my experience with that franchise. Except
Wait,
the Final Fantasy characters. Except the Final Fantasy characters in Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
Okay, so then I don't know how to say this. Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon.
Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon.
Chocobo's Mystery Everybody. So that's another thing. I didn't really see a lot
It's
of
a remake of a
gameplay.
Wii game.
Yeah, it looks okay.
I don't really care. I want
yeah,
a new Mystery Dungeon game.
It just looks like a decent game, I guess. They didn't really give it a lot of gameplay, so that's just that.
Yeah.
Next one, and the final thing was Final Fantasy IX. And they said, and it's actually just released. I don't know how much it is for on the eShop. I think
$20.99.
Okay, so it's $21. So
This is America.
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 Don't start singing This is Minecraft.
This is Minecraft. Okay. Okay. So now we're on to the
so the thing with
Okay,
wait, no. I want to talk about Final Fantasy 9. Final Fantasy 9.
Okay, go.
9.
So Final Fantasy 9, it's actually selling really well on the eShop, which kind of proves that shadow drops during directs work really well. And they aren't just kind of dropping things for no reason and dropping them into a sea of nothing. And they don't perform worse because of the lack of notice, but actually perform better because people are like, hey, cool, this looks cool in the direct, I'm gonna buy it right now. And they get sucked into direct hype and buy it.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
So now we have the two biggest final games coming up. First
Astral
one,
Chain.
Astral Chain.
Astral Chain.
The trailer looks so good.
I'll just let you guys go loose on this. So go ahead.
Okay, so this looks like it's taking a lot of cues from Monolith Soft and Xenoblade, because the music and the art style, it all looks like Xenoblade X, and the world design too. It looks like Xenoblade X too.
But the battle style is a lot more fluid.
Yeah, it's like Bayonetta. It looks like one of their signature action games, and it looks really good. And Astral Chain. I'm very excited for this game. It's my most hyped game of the year right now. Even if Metroid Prime 4 was coming out this year, it would still be most hyped. Because it's made by Platinum.
I really hope it doesn't suck.
It looks like Xenoblade. Xenoblade's my favorite.
Right. So yeah, the music is amazing. It looks amazing by itself.
Music also sounds like Nier Automata.
I mean, they have like one of the lead composers of Bayonetta, so it looks really cool, like really good at action games to pick it up. And then anything else on Astral Chain?
I really want this game, and I pre-ordered the entirety of GameStop stock, so don't even try.
Hey, can I get a copy?
No, you have to go ask Amazon.
Okay, but I'm sorry, sir, but our 15 orders have already been pre-
for my Astral Chain store. It's just Astral Chain. That's the only thing I sell.
Buy your own stock.
Right. Right. And then finally, we have The Legend of Zelda's Link's Awakening. This
They missed the chance
thing
to call it
looks
Reawakening.
amazing. It looks like a really cool like HD claymation animation movie. And it's really cute and I like it a lot.
Link killed a Goomba in the trailer.
Yeah, he killed a Goomba. Yeah, they
Or
put
in 3D.
Yeah, they kept the original and put Chain Chomps and Goombas in it, and it's really cool.
Wart in 3D. Anti-Kirby also.
Yes, anti-Kirby, yes. In
Dun,
3D.
dun, dun, dun,
Okay,
dun, dun.
okay.
By the way, we have the birth of a new Link. There is Young Link. There is Toon Link. There is Breath of the Wild Link. And now, there is Toy Link.
We have Midget Link.
Toy Link.
Oh, Toy Link.
You mean even
Link is
Midgeter
from
Link?
Minish Cap.
Right. So, yeah, they said it would be released in the year of 2019. Hopefully, it's in the summer, but it's probably going to be in the holiday month. But it looks really cool. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for the direct. So overall, what are your thoughts? What's your
This was an outstanding direct.
Good direct.
Yeah.
11 out of 10.
I wish it was announced 6 months earlier, 6 weeks earlier.
right? Right.
Astral Chain.
The one thing that I don't want to say disappointed, but quite surprised about is there was no Pokemon main series announcement.
Why are you surprised about that? They never show off Pokemon in its own direct.
Because
They never
if you,
Pokemon
because if
direct.
You look, because
they have their own direct.
but they
They
right, but
sometimes have Pokemon Direct. Or
Yeah, they have
stuff.
Pokemon directs, but they aren't announced in other directs.
To be honest,
No,
I was kind of
but
expecting something from the
Even
Metroid.
Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon in the Pokken port, they were announced in their own direct a week before E3.
No, I understand that, but like all the big announcements, like for example, X and Y was free, and the original Sun and Moon was in February. So, and it seems that the Pokemon company has a tendency to release like big titles, maybe not in Nintendo Directs, but their own direct, whether that be either or. But I was surprised that they didn't talk about it at least at the very end of the month. But I'm not necessarily
We're only halfway
disappointed
through February
because-
right
And
There is
we only have 1 week.
for them to do.
We only
Nintendo
have 1 week
do a
left.
Pokemon
Yeah, we
Direct.
only have 1 week left, so
No, we have this coming week, right? And then the week after that is mostly February.
but
That's still not much time.
Oh, sure, but that's still 2 weeks they could have the Pokemon in. So it's not surprising at all that they don't have it in this direct.
Also, I only counted to school days, so they only have like 3 or 4 more days. No, 5 or 6 more days left.
What do you mean?
They only have 5 or 6 more days if we're counted by school days.
Well, we're not, because they don't operate on school days.
Yes, they do. This is Minecraft.
Anyway.
Oh,
Anyway,
hey,
so-
Pokemon
Overall,
Day
good
is
direct.
actually the last week of February, so it makes sense if they had the Pokemon Direct this week.
I highly doubt that because they just had a Nintendo Direct, and to put
They did a Pokemon Direct a week before E3. I don't think they really
but
cared.
but how far away was that? But how was what year was that on?
That was in 2017.
Okay, so maybe, but I don't think it'll
To the
happen.
beat of
I
the
will
music,
be
my
really
guys.
surprised and really excited if they do. But
This is Minecraft.
Maybe they'll just do it
So-
on Pokemon Day,
I
When is
hope so.
Pokemon Day?
I want
27th of February.
I
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
So 11
I've
days.
been-
It's you and me.
Anyway, for Pokemon, you just have to be patient. They don't announce them in directs
Destiny,
ever.
Pokemon.
I
Oh,
will
you're my
travel
best
the
friend.
entire wo- Okay.
Gets copy strike for
And
that.
place we
The
must
very
defend.
Copy strike.
Pokemon, gotta
I'll just
catch
have-
'em all.
I'll just
You
have
better
someone face
mute
palming in the-
Brayden.
Okay.
Y'all.
Anyway, okay. So overall, all of you guys agree that this direct was very good.
Yes,
So it
good
was
direct.
Really, I'm
Okay.
really sad
I
they
don't
didn't
care
have
about
Silk Song in
direct.
it.
So
By the
that's
way,
all.
Silk Song seems to be a Switch console exclusive,
Yes. And
which is
PC.
interesting. And so does Deltarune. That's what console exclusive means.
Right.
And so
Shut
does
up.
Deltarune. And it's really interesting that they're getting such good relationships.
Done. Done. Done.
Seems like they could end up with a
Done.
monopoly
Done.
on the indie
Done.
market.
Done. Done.
Right.
Done. 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 Done.
Okay. I have no other topics to talk about. So do you guys have anything else to talk about? If not, we can end it here.
I don't know, is there anything
don't for-
relevant to talk about?
Don't forget about our
Bobby-
sponsor, Coca-Cola.
Wait, before we end, I want to talk to you about our today's sponsor, NordVPN. Do you guys hate hackers? Well,
Shut up. No,
so
Stop.
do I. So do I.
This is honestly just a NordVPN commercial. Not even sponsored by
Hey,
them.
do you guys hate Discord? Do you guys hate my channel? But don't matter. If you go onto NordVPN, you don't on those servers, you don't have to listen to my annoying voice.
Do you want to watch Inside Number 9 outside of Europe?
Have you guys wanted to watch this video since it got blocked in all countries because of our Nazi salute? Well, with NordVPN, you can connect to a remote server in Greenland to connect and watch our video.
We're going to get sued by NordVPN.
Why would
That
we
ha-
get sued by
Brayden, if that
NordVPN?
happens, I'm telling them it was your Twitch account.
Oh, also something about
Yes.
something about our Twitch channel now. You can now donate.
Yeah, you can do that now, people.
Give
Using your
us
mic.
all of your money. Give us
I
all
want
of
to do
your
what I want.
Yeah, give us your money so we can buy Brayden's new mic.
better mic.
So he can also one that's coated in toxins so that when he does try to eat it, he dies.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is crazy. This one last thing probably can become really irrelevant, but you know those really dumb news channels who are like, oh, video games make everybody violent. Well, Oxford
Yeah,
decided.
those stuff.
Yeah, Oxford
That's literally
decided
every
to,
news channel.
Yeah, they decided. Oxford, the really cool guys, decided to research this and. Just recently came out with a report saying that they found no link between video games and real-world teen violence.
Thank
So
you,
So-
Oxford.
Logical.
Thank you for doing your
But
part.
Wait,
Yeah,
but one
Oxford
thing they
is
did find.
really good. Is really good.
They did
so
find
I have to-
something else that makes games like Call of Duty makes you stupider.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it
And
would
so-
explain you, Brayden.
I don't
I
play
don't
those
think
games now.
Brayden plays Call of Duty.
He got Black Ops
I-
4, didn't he?
I play them a little bit. I still play more
Okay,
strategy
unfriended,
games.
you're out. Brayden, you're out of the podcast. Get out.
Yeah. Hey, do you guys
Banished.
I
like?
like more than just.
We're kicking you off of the
just
channel.
RPGs.
We're kicking you off of the channel. You like bad games. You're out.
We're banning you.
I can like more than just RPGs.
Oh, sure, but when you like terrible video games like Call of Duty that are the same thing for years in a row.
Well, Call of Duty did have some really good campaigns, and then recently they just went down a hill.
That's
Yeah.
because they no longer have campaign.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but
That way it's the same video game.
well, Black Ops 3
Year after year.
then Black Ops 4 had no campaign, so yeah, that was never a thing. But yeah. So
Also, they tried to make a story for Call of Duty 4 without having a story mode.
right.
Okay, are you gonna
Okay.
outro?
Yeah. So now that we have no other topics to talk about, I guess we'll just be the end.
Subscribe
So,
to Toasty Talks channel or I'll
yes.
stab you.
Yes. So
Yes.
a big thank you to all of the people who have joined us today.
Except
As I
for
said
Carol.
before, I will leave a link to the Twitch channel that we are streaming on right now, as well as all of their social medias. So, and thank
Except for
you
Carol.
for the viewer for tuning in to hear my horrendous voice. Her terrible
We had
analysis.
7 at one point.
Whoa.
Uh,
And then they all logged off. And,
Yeah, there's a reason we only
jumped off
have
a
2
cliff.
right now.
yeah, exactly.
They
And
fell
one of
down
them
a
is my
slope from Mario
laptop.
Maker 2.
One of them is my laptop too.
Anyway.
I know what love is.
Anyway, but a big thank you to all the people who have joined us today.
I hope you could show
Subscribe and watch
me.
their content too. They're good
You
people.
can't subscribe. They can only follow.
Okay, follow and donate all your money to.
Give
first
us all your
people.
life savings.
No, you have to give me all of your money, and then when you get a job, you give them your money, and then we'll be good. So thank you all for watching, and I'm terrible. Bye.
Peace out.
Thanks for watching Toasty Prostitution.
I'm cutting that out.
Suck.
Yeah, you can't get out of the stream though.
No, Alex, delete the stream.
No.
End the stream. End the stream, please.
Toasty
Ruin it.
prostitution.
Okay.
Still live, by the way.
Toasty Prostitution is out. Goodbye. Maybe. Who knows?
Okay. Do you guys want to talk for a bit or just?
Anyway, thank you guys for watching my stream. If you did enjoy, please do remember to follow for more high quality,
I've
high
got
tier
I'm
I'm gonna
content
go
on
take
this
out
channel.
recycling,
If you
apparently.
enjoyed, please do
So,
follow.
I'll go
We have
out
a
and
donation
that.
link on somewhere on the page, so
Okay.
if you want to help us make more
Okay.
content, it would really be
Alright,
appreciated to
bye,
give us donate
guys.
your money.
Also,
Goodbye.
Alex,
Anyway,
wait,
goodbye,
Alex, before we
everybody.
leave, can you send me your, or can you send? Or actually, no, I could just record the Twitch stream and then I can edit it back because the audio might corrupt.
Okay, just word of advice. About halfway through the stream, I started playing NCS music. That was really low.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What's NCS music?
Non-copyright sounds.
Ah.
Oh. Well, that's great.
It's fine. It's really quiet.
That type of ice cream is looking at you.
Anyway,
Swirly chocolate mixed through lush vanilla.
yeah,
It's
I
okay.
gotta go.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching the
Cool,
stream.
bye-bye.
Bye.